Hello and welcome to another video on the Life After Brady channel. Today we're going to take a look at Gordon Hayward's free agency. We're recording this Saturday morning, November 21st. Hayward has not signed a new deal yet after opting out Thursday of his contract with the Boston Celtics. Many of the other players have signed though. He remains the largest free agent on the market, and really there's no one comparable to him that's still open on the market. But plenty of guys did sign last night. Friday after midnight, it looked like. So we're going to go through a couple of them, what they signed for. Obviously a very weird free agent year. It's a down year for talent. COVID has severely impacted the salary caps of all these teams. So kind of, what happened. They're also all gearing up 2021. Giannis potentially, and there's plenty of other players that will be free agents next year. Same as last year a little bit. So saving up money for next year. This year you came into it, the Knicks, the Hawks, the Hornets a little bit, had some free agent money to spend, the Pistons, who have done who knows what. So let's go through who Hayward's comps are and what they've gotten. So the big thing that jumped out at me, a lot of these guys just re-signed with their teams. Joe Harris, Gordon Dragic, Marcus Morris, Davis Bertans, Malik Beasley, Clarkson, all re-signed. Christian Wood and Danilo Gallinari, the only guys here that went out and got new big money from other teams. Gallinari is the one that's most comparable. He's set the AAV mark so far at 20.5. Bertans has got the largest deal at $80 million, but that was over 5 years, which means the biggest deal really looks like that Joe Harris 4 for $32 million, because you got to think at 35, Danilo Gallinari is not going to go get 20 more million, you would think, at 35 years old. So Harris is really the mark right now. And Hayward, Mark Stein and others are reporting right now he's looking at 4 years, $100 million for $25 million. He's clearly the best player on this list. We can go over the reasons he's opting out with the Celtics. Doesn't want to be a fourth option. Just it hasn't worked out in Boston. Snake bitten with injuries. So where could he kind of end up? I think the 4 years, $100 million seems about right. I think many teams would like 4 years, $85 million, something like that. Get that AAV down to $22, $23 million a year. But $25 million is not bad. You compare that to someone like Tobias Harris, who last year signed a 5-year deal with an AAV of $36 million. So Hayward's looking at $10 million less than Tobias Harris. And is Hayward really that significantly worse than Harris? No, absolutely not. Points per game was above 15. Many guys on this list were. Gallinari led that list at 18.7. The win share wise, Hayward was second, 5.7 compared to 6.3 for Gallinari. And you think, I think Gallinari is a switchable, not switchable, but a big man who can light it up on offense, stretch 4, stretch 5 type thing. And, at 5.2 rebounds a game, Hayward has more than him. So just clearly doesn't get it done on the block. And then percentage-wise, Hayward shoots 6% better from field goal percentage last year. That's pretty remarkable. And then a little worse than three-point line, but you wonder, is that just an off year? Gallinari is better than him in the three-point line, but Hayward clearly can light it up decently. Look at Joe Harris's numbers: 49% from the field goal percentage, and then 42% from three-point line. So he's the marksman. Him and Bertans the marksman in this group, and they're 3 or 4% better. And yes, that's the difference in the NBA, but Hayward's not a slop from the three-point line. So team's clearly getting a good player. Assist-wise, he's second to Dragic on this list, 4.1 compared to 5.1, so he's really a facilitator. A team is going to get that. He's also 30. Joe Harris, 29, Danilo, 32, Dragic, 34, Bertans, 38. So you're getting, years 30 through 34. It's not bad. You're not getting the worst years. Potentially even you're getting better years than what 27 through 30 were for Hayward as he recovered from the injuries. If you get a healthy Hayward or a healthier Hayward the next 3-4 years, you're going to be very happy. And that's where the $25 million makes sense. I do think it's out of the Celtics' range of what they're looking for. With Kemba, Tatum, and Brown already there, they're not looking to spend that. Yeah, I think they would have loved to have him for another year, give it another shot, but go get his money, compared to next offseason trying to compete with the free agents. It makes sense for Hayward, and the 4 years, $100 million makes sense of what he can find. Whether he can find that with the Knicks or the Pacers remains to be determined. If you enjoyed the video, please like or comment below what you agree or disagree with, and subscribe if you are not already.